Word to the cloud. Here we go. All right, let's admit more and more. All right, so how's everybody's afternoons?
Great, thank you.
Good. And what is your name? Sorry, I have to make a note.
My name is Svetlana.
Svetlana, okay.
Yes, I'm from Russia. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
I've just been to the dentist, so my mouth is not working properly.
It's okay. That's why masks are really important right now, because you can just cover your teeth if you
Yeah, that's true.
Just wear my mask.
Are people wearing masks in Turkey?
Yes, yeah, and the numbers are going up again. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one of the reasons we're doing this course is, you know, people are moving online for safety. My mom is a middle school teacher, and for the whole next semester, they'll be fully virtual, at least through next semester and possibly for the whole year, which is pretty crazy.
Admitting, and I'm gonna make you. So if you're on your computers, the best view would be gallery view at this moment. And then you can also pin your video to either me or David. I'm gonna make David the co-host.
Right, we're getting more and more people. That's nice.
Yeah. We have 10 so far. Not everybody's gonna be able to join us today, but we have some fun activities for everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? I just have to.
Yeah.
And can you hear like a constant pounding? There's like construction going outside. Good. That's why I have this microphone.
Yeah, I can't hear the pounding.
Good.
Yeah.
Because it's
That's
throbbing.
very quiet.
Oh, good. Hello. Oh, yeah. So make sure if you can use the chat function. We'll talk more about some protocols that we'll use when we're doing live sessions, but the chat function, me or David will be able to respond and kind of jump in and facilitate that. So any questions that you have. Also, because most of your videos or all your videos are on, you can also do a hand raise as well as use the hand raising reaction button. Oh, they've added more in the past couple of days.
More functions.
Well, I could just do a heart now. There you go. All right. And if you are on your smartphones, you can also do the same.
How did you do that?
There's a reaction button.
Oh, the reactions. Got it.
All right. Question mark. I like that one.
Oh, if you have a question. I got it.
Interesting. All right. Okay.
So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We have 12 at the moment.
Good.
All right. Guess we can get the show on the road.
We can start moving through into the first part, and we'll see if Kelly and Tim come.
All right, so I'm going to be sharing my sound on as well. Whoops, so here's my screen.
Bob, how can I get rid of this? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the clapping stuff. So.
It'll slowly.
I didn't know how to get rid of that.
Yeah, it'll slowly disappear.
Accolades.
Here we go. All right, so I have all you on this side. All right, so yeah, welcome everybody today to the first live session of the Open Online Professional English Network course. This is Open Cubed, Alumni Cascade Open Courses with Colleagues. And I am Bob Wynn, and our other host is?
David Herman. And we're happy to be here. A really big part of today's session is just we've seen you guys in the course. We've seen you pin your location and your map. We've seen your photos and your introductions, but this is kind of our opportunity to hear your voice, see mannerisms, and just kind of say hi to everybody within the same space. Since most of this course is going to be conducted asynchronously, so for example, I'm in Taiwan, so when I'm responding to your comments, it might be in the middle of the night for you. And so we want to have at least a few opportunities where we can be all in the same place together.
All right, so for our live session expectations, I think every teacher has a different way that they do this, but we're just going to talk about what the video talked about if you watch that video with 5 different tips. But yeah, be ready professionally ready for the meeting, including attire, your background, any distractions that you have, please turn them off. Test your equipment. So make sure you're using a good headset for better audio. And yeah, I think one of the things is when we are doing these presentations and these online sessions, people should tell you if your microphone's making their noise. Yeah, and for me, I like getting feedback from my students, and that includes visuals, you smiling, you giving the thumbs up, things like that. It just makes me feel like I'm not in a blank room by myself. Yeah, and then mute your audio if you have some audio issues. Sometimes I'll just mute you because I can see if there's some background noise going on. But I do actually, if you are in a quiet place, I do like that. So somebody's audio, sorry, we're gonna be playing this game. Somebody's echoing right now.
Feedback.
Get a little feedback. So there we go. Thank you. So be cognizant of that, and then a shortcut that I like to use for Mac and Windows is you can just automatically mute and unmute, so you're not searching on your desktop. So I can just go ahead and press this button, and then I can this combination, and then mute my own mic. And then when we're doing discussions, make sure to limit your responses, allow time for everybody else to talk as well. Anything else that anybody has for suggestions when you're doing online synchronous classes?
And we're also mentioning these things because, I mean, a major purpose of this course is for you all to, if you don't already, to get experience leading courses that are likely done predominantly online. And so a lot of these things we're doing to model, to get you to think about what might the rules in your course be, what has worked for you and hasn't. And that being said, a lot of these things that we're presenting, we want to hear your thoughts and your ideas as well. I know that a lot of you have your own experiences. And so, we'll be modeling these things, but those of you who have your own experiences, we love to hear from you.
All right, so up first is Kelly, and Kelly's right over there. I'm going to allow Roger. Kelly, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm sorry I joined a little late, but I looked through and I saw many familiar faces and many new faces. And so 3 RELOs got together, but really RELO David Fay was the powerhouse behind this project. And it's just the beginning, but we see so many great things coming out of this for the countries involved. And so just cascading your information to your colleagues, and not only colleagues in your country, but colleagues around the world is very, very important. And especially now when we all realize that online learning does work. But again, it's the beginning of the school year, so maybe we'll feel differently a month in. But it does work, and it is a great way to reach people. All of you took very intensive online e-teacher courses, now open courses. And so you know how hard you worked and you know how hard your colleagues want to work also to gain knowledge, to become better teachers, better educators, more effective, and to have better students that way. So, hello. So, Bob and David, thank you so much for working hard for this course, and I can't wait to see where it goes. It was nice reading the discussion board too, and seeing everybody's desktop.
Thank you, Kelly.
Can you also introduce Timothy?
Yeah, so Tim Collins is the other RELO involved, and again, a third of you know him. And so he wasn't able to join today, but he's following along online, and yeah, we're all excited to see where this project goes. Right now he's in the United States, but his portfolio includes Ukraine as well as other countries. And so, yeah, we've got Team Ukraine, Team Turkey, Team Russia, Team Belarus here. And so, yeah, but by the end, it'll just all be educators, and that's where we want it to go.
Nicely put.
Roger?
Hello, did you see me there, Kelly? Is Kelly there?
She's
Hello?
there.
I am here, but
Okay.
am
I visible?
You are now.
How are you?
Yes.
Good.
Wow, it's Roger. Awesome. Roger, you don't know any of the faces here, do you?
I know yours.
Mine, yeah. So Roger and I go way back as educators, and so finally we get to work together again in this area of the world.
Who is playing music in the background?
It must be where I am. So I had a meeting. Now this is online. I've got another meeting after that. So yes, as soon as I stop my mic, then the music will stop. I'll stop it now while you introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Good.
Great.
Good. I'm Roger. I'm the new RELO Ankara. I just got here several days ago, and I'm very happy to be working with you all and being part of this course. And David just told me all about it right in front of our building, because I can't go much further. I'm officially on quarantine because I just arrived to Turkey. But we're all very, very excited about this course. And again, nice to see you. And I look forward to being in touch.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna open the map now. We're gonna let you, all the participants, introduce themselves. I'm just gonna go down the list because I don't know if everybody is here today, but if you are here, just unmute your mic, jump in. We'll take a look at your picture, but we'll start with David over here first, in Taiwan. And here I am, whoops, in Adana, Turkey. If I butcher your names, please, bear with me, and please tell me how to pronounce your name. So, Irna, is she here today? I'm gonna match a face to anybody. No. Okay, Victoria.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry for this picture because that was taken like 10 years ago, so I didn't have the recent one, so I just put it very fast, so sorry for this. I'm Victoria and I'm from Kamchatka. My hometown is Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky. It's 2 words, just very long one. It's almost like 1 o'clock in the morning, but I'm all perky and just get ready to just grapple with this course, and I'm happy to be here, guys.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kelly. I know Kelly.
Great.
Hi, Kelly.
Sorry, I didn't. Okay, so we're just gonna say where, just to go quickly and not to cut anybody off, but just your name, where you're from, and just a quick greeting, and we're gonna move through. So next one, Galina. I think you're here.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Well, my name is Galina, and I'm from Russia, from Podolsk, near Moscow.
Great, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Orhan.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I am from Turkey. I live in Sparta in Turkey, and I'm a teacher of English.
Great. Thank you very much.
How do you say your name?
Orhan.
Orhan.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Nice to meet you too.
Anna.
Gana, hello.
Gana.
My name is Gana in Ukrainian and Anna in Russian, so I use these two names as you like. And I'm from Ukraine, Zaporizhia.
Great, thank you.
Do you use one of those names more? Like if we were to choose one?
If it is official name, and it's Gana, official name. And for my relatives, I am Anna.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
All
you.
right, thank you. Olena, is she here? On the hoverboard? No. Esra cannot join us today. She is pregnant and having some issues. Natalia? Natalia is right there. You have to unmute yourself.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
So, my name is Natalia. I am from Ukraine, Zaporizhia. Thank you for joining this course, and I would like to participate in it and contribute as much as I can.
Thank you for being here.
All right, is
Thank
Olga
you.
here?
Hi, привет, merhaba.
Merhaba.
Hi from Novosibirsk.
Great, thank you very much. Metin?
Good afternoon, everyone. So this is Metin from Ankara, Turkey, and I'm a teacher of English and a teacher trainer here. So it's great. It's a great opportunity to be here with you.
Metin, thank you for joining us.
Is Mary Jane here? No. She's in Turkey. Svetlana?
Yes, hi, my name is Svetlana. I'm from Krasnodar, it's in the south of Russia, and I'm very much honored to be here.
Thank you for joining us back from the dentist.
Yeah, thank you.
Tuba. Is Tuba here? No Tuba. All right. Tatiana? Just looking
Hello,
through
everybody.
everybody's pictures.
Hi. I'm here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see me. Okay.
We can see you.
I'm very glad to see all of you, and it's a nice evening to spend with you guys. I'm here in the office teaching my students, so I was really glad to have a window in my schedule to spend this time with you. So looking forward to learning and sharing.
Great.
And where are you in the world?
I'm in Taliati. This is Russia, not far from Samara on the Volga River.
Perfect, thank you.
All right.
Have a great evening. See you.
Thank you. Onur? Is Onur here? Onur coming from Eskişehir? Nope. Ina?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm Ina Remes, a teacher of English from Ukraine. My native town is Dnipro, and I work at School 21 in Dnipro City.
Thank you for being here.
Natalia S.
Hello, that's me here. I'm Natalia. I'm from Ukraine, from Kharkiv. That's close to border with Russia. So it's a pleasure to be here with you guys to learn and to share.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
All right. Ayşe?
Hello. Hi, Bob and dear friends. My name is Ayşe Zambak. We are from the same city with Bob. I'm an English language teacher working at the district director of national education here. And also I'm a PhD student at the university where Bob works right now. So I'm so happy to be a part of this amazing staff.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Great. And did we miss anybody who did not maybe post yet? No. All right. So I'm going to go back to our presentation, and we're going to go on to David.
Oh, all right. So I just threw up some photos of me for you all to get a little bit of an idea of my background. I'm one of the 2 instructors of this course, and if you didn't already know, I am currently living and working in Taiwan, if you saw my pin on the map. And so it's almost 9:30 p.m. here right now. And I've only been here for 3 days. I'm on quarantine, and they're really, really strict here. So I'm not even allowed to leave my hotel room. And I've got jet lag pretty bad, but I'm happy to be here and talking to all of you. A couple of pictures just on this first slide. There's me with some of my students, elementary students. The middle one is me and my son, who is 2. And then the one on the right is me back home where I was recently. Where I'm originally from is Spokane, Washington in the US. It's in the Pacific Northwest, eastern side of Washington State, which is a very sort of outdoors type of city, about 300,000 people, lakes and rivers. And while I was back home over the summer, we were social distancing and staying away from people as much as possible, but we got to go out on the lake as much as possible, and that was quite nice. Educational background. I started out as an elementary school teacher. I have a bachelor's degree in elementary education. I taught 5th grade for a while. I also have a master's degree in teaching English to speakers of other languages. And I got a minor in teaching academic writing. And recently I finished my PhD in language literacy and technology. And both of my degrees are local, close to my hometown in Eastern Washington, Washington State University and Eastern Washington University. Some pictures of my family. So I was with my American family last week for a few weeks. I have a mom, dad, and a younger brother. And mom and dad are in Spokane, and my brother is in Seattle. I have a Taiwanese family, which is a main reason that I'm in Taiwan now. So in the bottom right is myself, my wife, Sarah, who's Taiwanese. We met in the US. We were grad students together and then moved back here. And then on the bottom left is the collective family. And we all actually live together in Taipei when we're all there in the same place. So that's the picture there is what the house usually looks like and what it looks like right now, except that I'm here in the hotel room. And the top picture is my son recently had his 2nd birthday. Teaching experiences. Like I said, I was an elementary school teacher and still am very involved in elementary, middle school teaching. I taught in Beijing, China, which is the top left photo. I've taught several years in Taiwan, which is the top right photo. In the bottom right, I taught academic writing for several years in the US at Washington State University and Eastern Washington University while I was a graduate student there. And in the bottom left recently, I was in Estonia, where I taught at a university and then did school visits around the country. And I also have experience as a teacher trainer. Last year in Estonia, I was working as an English language fellow and doing teacher training workshops and supporting teachers around Estonia. And previous to that, I was a TEFL trainer in Taiwan, where I was supporting Fulbright ETAs. And I'll be doing something similar this year with Fulbright Taiwan. I'll be working as a bilingual education advisor. And then for my last slide for my introduction, a little bit about my online teaching background. So I studied online teaching as a major part of my PhD. I started out studying flipped instruction and moved from hybrid into fully online. the more I got interested in it. I taught a lot of online courses in the English Language Learner program at Washington State, designed courses, and then did research projects on those courses and additional courses. I, for example, studied community development in online teacher education, and I also did a project for my dissertation on supporting teacher development for in-service teachers in online through online learning, which is kind of similar to what we're trying to do here. And then through other projects, virtual student foreign service, and part of my English language fellowship was supporting teachers online through Facebook groups and through online support there. So that's a little bit about me.
Great, thank you, David. All right, so I'm gonna do my introduction just a little bit differently, so kind of modeling different ways that you can do introductions and have active participation amongst your students. So I'm gonna show you some pictures from my life. I'm not gonna say anything. I want you to think about the story, the values behind these images. And we're gonna switch to my PowerPoint for this part. So I'm just gonna go through these pictures. You should see this. One picture is worth 1,000 words. That was said by Albert Einstein. All right, so. All right, so we're gonna kind of do this together. I'm not gonna break you up into groups, but so you've seen some pictures. I kind of went through them quickly just for the sake of time, but think of the story and the values behind those images that you saw. I'm gonna ask some of you randomly, or if you want to volunteer, to tell like the parts of the story for me, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of speaking, so. So let's begin. So would somebody like to just kind of give an idea or throw out some ideas about the story that I just showed you? Yes.
You were born in Vietnam and raised in Vietnam, right? And then you moved to Taiwan with your family, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my family left Vietnam to go to Taiwan on a boat. So we were refugees, actually. So I grew up in America, actually. So I was 2 years old when I left for America. Great. Anybody else want to tell the next part of the story?
Well, I just can say that everything is possible if we look at your photos.
So what's the next part in this story?
Probably school, university, no?
What did I study?
Oh, Washington, somewhere in Washington, no?
It's Irvine University.
California, yeah.
Irvine.
Oh,
Is it Irvine? Yeah, it's Irvine University in California.
And what was the major? What did you see the image of what my major was?
Literature?
So I actually studied computer science. There was this little picture. It's okay.
Almost got it.
What about the next part in my little story?
And then Peace Corps.
You traveled to Japan through the JET program, right?
Yes, Olga.
Yeah. As a Peace Corps. Yeah, as a Peace Corps.
Later, there was this Peace Corps program, right?
Right. So what happened while I was in Japan?
Some hurricane or earthquake?
Tsunami, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fukushima explosion. Right?
Yeah. So if you know the history of that
out
time.
8 years. Yeah.
All right. So let's give everybody a chance to kind of chime in. So yeah, I was in Japan. There was an earthquake and tsunami. And then after that, somebody mentioned, Orhan, do you know?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
What happened after Japan? For me,
I guess after Japan, you went to university again? I couldn't remember it, sorry.
Yeah, so
you moved back to
Sacramento University. Yeah,
back to the university, I guess.
Right. So there was a part, yeah, I did Peace Corps in Ethiopia, and that's what Olga mentioned, or Victoria mentioned. Olga. And yeah, and then I went back to school for my MA TESOL, and then I taught in Sacramento. I taught to Afghani refugees in an ESL program. And then last, I am...
And you are in Adana. And you are in Adana at Çukurova University at the English Language Teaching Department.
There you go.
As a fellow teacher.
Yeah, so thank you very much for watching my short little presentation. And I do enjoy the actual... all of the great participation that we saw. But yeah, that's my story. And that's how we can use pictures to tell stories. And we're gonna do a short activity once we get back to here. So you're gonna do a story exchange, okay? And I'm gonna throw you into random groupings. You are going to, let's go through this. Okay, so you're gonna talk to a random partner in a breakout room, so just 2 people. You're gonna find a picture on your phone, okay? Unless you have a picture laying around somewhere, like an actual real photo. And you're gonna show them that photo. So you can just put your phone up to your screen. And then what you're going to do is the other person, your partner, is gonna tell the story for you. Okay, so you're not going to be telling your story. The other person will come up with some ideas. They might not be accurate. That's okay. And you can kind of correct their mistakes afterwards. And then afterwards, we're going to switch. Okay, so we're going to do 4 minutes for this activity. And so try to do yours within 2 minutes. So right now, if you have your phones out, you could look at that while I throw you into breakout rooms. And then once the breakout room is finished, there's 1 minute that you can jump back into the main room. Does everybody understand?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Let me just get up this breakout room. Technical issues. Oh, there it is. All right. So we're going to do 8 rooms, and
can I make it clear? So how long do we need to spend talking about the photo?
I'm going to give you 4 minutes for this exercise.
For both of us, yeah.
For
so
both,
2 minutes per 2 minutes per person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Including showing and the other person telling.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
Please switch on your microphone.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Hello.
We have that function where when you come back, you're muted, so you're not screaming or laughing hysterically. And I had to switch my view. All right, so how was that activity? Were you able to share your pictures? And normally I would like to do this like a few times, but for the sake of time and for to get everybody out to lunch or dinner or wherever you're headed to next, or to sleep. Sorry, some of you are heading to bed after this. And that's something that you can do for your classes. This is what I like to do for my online classes. They can also share their screens as well. So in the breakout rooms, students can share their screens. And yeah, for me, it's just a way that you can have students interacting to get to know each other. So I would think normally we would do this a few times, but for this opportunity, we don't, we're running low on time. All right. So I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen. I think everybody should be back now. And your mics are muted. All right. So that was the story exchange. And there we go. All right, David, you might be muted at the moment.
I got it.
There you go.
So I'll just walk you through real quick the objectives and expectations for this course. And these are things that are in the syllabus and they're found in the throughout the course. So hopefully you are already somewhat familiar, but we just kind of wanted to run through them again while we have you all here, if anybody has any questions. But basically what we're hoping to be doing and what we hope you will be doing representing successful participation in this course will be the first part. What we'll be working on this week is the first part has been community development, getting to know each other, and then we'll be moving into, and I know some of you have started reviewing the professional development materials. So we'll be looking at what makes effective professional development, particularly in online contexts. Another major thing that we'll be working on next week is learning how to access and import open courses or e-teacher courses, the cartridges that are available to you, how to access them and how to import them for your own use, and then how to modify them in order to create your own course that you will be implementing yourselves. Later on, after a few weeks, the goal is for you all to actually deliver a mini course using open materials and delivering them to peers within your own community. That might be people in your school, in your town, or people that you know virtually. 2 weeks so that we have an opportunity to be able to share and review and provide feedback. I know most of these courses are usually maybe 8 weeks, but we're just doing this as a little taste so that you're familiar with the process and the understanding that through this process, you'll gather feedback, reflect and plan future development, professional development opportunities at full length using this open content and using the Canvas platform. So we're really working on familiarizing you with the open content, what's in there, how to access it, how to import it, how does Canvas work? And there are lots of platforms and you're free to use what you like, but we're using Canvas, and so we'll really be emphasizing how to use this platform as you may not be familiar with it from an instructor perspective. You may just be familiar with Canvas as a student, but we're really going to work on helping you become proficient in all the features and using it as an instructor. And then as far as expectations, we hope that you can complete all of the assignments and activities. We'll label things as generally, if it's assigned and it receives a grade, then it is a required activity. We'll also be providing supplemental materials that will be labeled optional, or you'll know whether or not these are things that you might look at for your own additional knowledge. But it is expected that you fully complete at least 80% of all activities, assignments, and expectations. So we understand that this being an online course, fully online, that everyone is people are in different time zones, that there can be complications, but we fully expect you to try your best to complete all activities. But in order to fully receive credit for full completion, 80% is the mandatory minimum. We hope that you can attend live sessions, and obviously this is the difficulty. In you know, with different time zones and that. So if you are not able to, and this is as much for the people that aren't here today, if you're not able to attend a live session, please let us know, because we can have some alternatives. These are being recorded. You'll have access to the recordings, and we'll expect you to do some things with that if you are not able to attend. And very, very important is that we want you to support your peers by actively engaging in all group activities. And that means joining the discussions, providing feedback to everyone. We do expect that you will be working within other people's courses, that the courses that your peers design, you will be looking at and providing feedback in addition to working on your own. So peer support is very, very crucial to this course, and so we hope that you actively engage with the other participants, and we'll be doing a lot of small group partner grouping activities, and it's very important that you engage with them as much as you engage with us. And then finally, make sure that you conduct yourself professionally at all times, and that can be in your actions, showing up on time, doing what you say you'll do, because some of these activities, group participation will be part of the activity. So it's important that, for example, if you are asked to peer review another person's work, that you do so in time, so that they're able to continue their own process. Anything to add, Bob?
Nope, sounds good to me. All right, let's move on. So we're going to have a short discussion. I know we're running out of time, so we're just going to do about 7 minutes of a discussion group. These are the questions that we're going to ask you to do in your breakout groups. Answer the following questions in your group. So number one, what were some of the positive and negative aspects of your previous experience with online learning courses? So reflection. What were your opinions about discussion groups in the online courses? Were they effective? So think back to your time on your online classes. And what tools and resources could you use to enhance the experience in online learning courses? So with engagement, different things that you have. We're going to be talking about that more next week in week 2. And then finally, choose someone to present to the group after you finish discussing. Okay, so I'm going to throw you into, oops. So welcome back. Everybody's trickling back in, and I hope you had some good discussions. Good. Let me just put these back up. And I hope everybody's chosen somebody to present. We're just going to go quickly through it. We are low on time, but this has been a great live session so far with no snafus, no technological issues. You know, very exciting to not have to deal with any kind of glitches today. So thank you everybody for participating, for coming on. And I think we are all back. All right. So let's hear from group 1. We're just going to go through this quickly. So if you can just present kind of just the basic gist of what you talked about. So group 1, breakout room number 1, it's your presenter. Could you please present?
Group 1.
My group was group 1. Who did we decide?
Okay. Well, actually, I can mention about what we talk about in our discussion. Well, first we talk about the positive sides. Of course, the first one is the content of the online courses. So if the participant is very interested in the content, and I saw that, well, actually that's my personal experience. I liked the course so much, and Tatiana said that everybody was so, again, interested in giving feedback to each other and, you know, peer discussion. And she said that she liked it so much. But in some courses, she mentioned that the people were so, you know, formal or seemed uninterested in what they were talking about, and they just wanted to get the score and you know, drop out or something like that. As a negative one, I mentioned that people may get distracted, or they may have a tendency to drop out the course because they may feel they may lose their enthusiasm. Yeah, these are the things I can mention. Tatiana, if you want to add something.
Great. We're going to move on. So group number 2, if you can answer the second question, what were your opinions about discussion groups in the online course? Were they effective? Breakout group 2.
Okay.
Go. All right.
So we didn't have time to discuss the tools and resources, but from my own experience, the best tools were group projects, okay, and collaboration, discussions, some gamification sometimes that really can enhance your experience, can motivate you very well.
Great. At group number 3, if you can answer either question number 2 or number 3, whichever one you got to last.
We've discussed question 2 in more detail than question 3. Actually, question 3 is the tricky one. It's the hard one to answer, and probably we'll learn about it during the course a lot more than we know now.
Yes.
But we talked about discussion board, and of course it's effective if there are not too many tasks and if it doesn't take too much time, because we have lots of other work offline and lots of family matters. At the same time, I think it's good that we are given some kind of a minimum, like we have to make at least 2 posts and make some comments to our classmates. Otherwise, there will be people who don't participate at all. So I think this is a good thing to foster communication between people.
Great. Thank you very much, Olga. And group 4, if you can briefly just give a finishing remarks on this. Group 4, presenter.
Was it our group? I don't remember the group name, but yeah, if it's okay with my colleagues, I can summarize our main points very briefly. So for positive things, we said technology is always an advantage, and we said these follow a very organized program. That's an advantage again. So for me, it was a very nice intercultural education. So the course was about culture, but also we had teachers from different countries and cultures. This was something positive, and it's a great opportunity. So in such times, we cannot get together and organize physical activities, but these online courses are great to fill this gap. And about negative things, we said these courses require some presence, and if you are working and if you have a huge workload, it can be a disadvantage for you. And also we had this transition period, so maybe when some of the courses started, we didn't have the lockdown process, but maybe right in the middle of it, we had to switch to a fully online course. And as a disadvantage, we also said some of the courses are quite crowded. So what's the downside to this? Actually, when you, for example, have these discussion activities, lots of people respond to your comments, and you feel the urge to reply to every single one of them. And this creates another workload for you. And if you don't, you feel that it's kind of rude not to. So it's a dilemma there. And for the last question, for the tools, we said, yeah, again, technology is a great help. You can integrate Zoom for synchronous gatherings. You can use Drive to share folders and material. For me, using rubrics was a great advantage. So for assessing language, we already use rubrics, but for assessing knowledge and other skills, I learned that we can also use rubrics, and I used a critical thinking rubric tool in my own lesson.
Great. Thank you very much. And yeah, that's all we have for today. Any final words and Q&A? I'm going to stop sharing now. Get you to see each other's faces again.
So one thing that was mentioned a couple times now is the idea of, in some of your classes, maybe you had large class sizes and how that was a disadvantage. So we're hoping to fully take advantage of the relatively small group that we have here and hopefully use that to the best advantage that we can, that all of you will be able to communicate with each other to build off of each other's knowledge. And you probably, through reading people's backgrounds, have noticed that many of you have taken, some of you have taken the same courses that others have, and others of you have taken courses that others haven't had. So being able to share with each other can be very important. I mean, just in my discussion group, oh, I really like that in this course we did this, but in that course we didn't do that and it didn't work. So we're really hoping that you all will be able to share your experiences and backgrounds with each other so that we can build off of that together.
Olga, do you have a question?
Yes, I've posted my question in the chat, but I don't think anyone has seen it. It's the question, can we attend or just view each other's professional development courses when they're ready?
Yeah, so we're going to be making groups based on different criteria, and you'll be actually practicing within your groups initially. And then later on, I think we'll make a decision whether or not you can be either observers or participants in these other classes if it's something you haven't taken before. So yeah, I mean, I think to continue this and continue to cascade and, go from cube to quaternary or tertiary, whatever the next level of cubed is, I'm sorry, to the fourth power. That's what they call it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
And also something to keep in mind is we're sort of building this course collectively as we get to know you, as we get to know your needs. So feedback is really important. The more you share with us, the more we can build directly into the course as we go along for your benefit. So feedback is very important. Things that you notice or have suggestions, all those are very welcome, and we can make adjustments as we come. We're basically all trying to build this together as a whole community.
And we will post this video if you want to watch it again, but for other classmates. And I will also send out a Google Forms just to get feedback on this live session to see what went well, what you would like to add, or what else you'd like to see in this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All Kelly, right. Any last comments from Kelly? I just want to hear the music.
But it was, yeah, there's the music. It was very nice seeing everyone and hearing your thoughts. Yeah, and I can't wait to go back and look at the website now.
Great. So, yeah, thank you for joining. Sorry, we went a little bit over today. Some people have already said goodbye. But if you need to go, you can go. And I'll just stick around to say hello to anybody else that wants to talk.
Thank you.
All right. And we'll see you in the course.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye.